biggest mistake that parents make is they think they own their children. We don't own our children. They are sovereign beings. And if we start owning our children and controlling them, we don't truly love them. And we are creating a disservice to them. That child isn't going to stay young. It isn't going to be pliable. And how is that child going to stand on their own 2 feet? How does that child learn to think for themselves when they're older? Because they haven't been told how to do that. Emotional regulation is learnt, and the most informative years of a child is when they are in a parent's care. You see, they learn the most from their parents. So if a parent cannot regulate their emotions, the child will not learn. And that's what's caused so much mental illness today in this world, especially amongst the young, because it's been down to how we have been taught to manage our emotions, how sensitive we have become to certain things, and that isn't going to make me popular by saying that. But words are powerful, and words can only hurt us if there is something in us for them to hurt. Words can be healing, but equally damaging, but also the suppression of not allowing people to talk openly creates the same damage. We were born with a voice, so why are we not allowed to use it? That's because we've been told, don't say that, don't do that, you're not allowed to say that. Why are we not allowed to say that? Why can't we have free speech? But free speech with kind words. Don't make it personal. And that's the big one. It's when we throw slurs at others, or when somebody has opened up and then we want to dissect it. We want to put them on the witness stand. But instead, what we should be doing is respecting what that person has said and holding space for them. This is a massive issue, and I see it on social media. I see it in these lives. You see, if you want to hear someone's side of their perception or their experience, then hold space for it. There's no need to dissect it, because we're never going to understand that person's point of view. So what's the point in fighting it out? What's the point in trying to make somebody accept your perception? And that's something I won't do. I won't waste my energy trying to make people understand things from my point of view. I'll share it, and if it lands and it resonates with somebody, then fantastic. But if it doesn't, it's fine. And it's being able to be assertive, to speak your truth, but don't get involved in the drama. And that's the massive thing that I would teach my children, is to become resilient and to not let other people's views, perceptions, to infect them, to take away from them. Because that's how you create a strong mind, but also a very stable and secure human being. A person that can and knows themselves, their views, that is based on their own understanding of themselves. And that is raising your own consciousness. So it all starts from childhood. Those wounds that we get and that are created because we weren't allowed to be able to use our voice, or that we were told, you can't do this and you can't do that. Why can't you do that? And many people will ask why. And that is when the rebellion in you awakens. Because why can't we? Because we are creators of our world. We have a mind that expands to depths that we cannot understand. But we should be allowed to use it, the power of the mind, but also the power of emotion. emotions, and it's all about the balance. It depends what fight you want to fight and how many fires you want to put out, or is it just accepting that we must all learn to coexist with our differences, because that is the rich tapestry of life. Because if we were all the same, the world would be so boring. But actually, diversity and learning from others and respecting others' views, but the goodness that they can share in this world to create a better world is the only way forward. That's true humanity. That is about being human, being loving unconditionally. But sadly, what's taken it away? Fear, control, and these perceptions that there is a better life when we leave this earth. Nobody knows that. And that's why we should learn to live and love being in the present, because that is where we enjoy and create peace and harmony, and all the goodness in this world comes from the present. We cannot change the past, and the future is uncertain, but what we do know is the present, and we create that through our decisions, choices and actions, and the energy that we put into it. So everything is a learning curve, and like a child, we constantly learn every day. There is an inner child in us, and once we heal it, once we understand that inner child, we become a secure adult. And that should be our ultimate goal, to create secure, healthy human beings for the human race to continue. And that's how I see the world. That's how I see the journey of life. And my duty as a human being to share my wisdom. And if it helps others, then I've done my bit for humanity.